Well, there's nothing like a little presidential trollery to make the press run in circles, shrieking like hens who've been trained at hen school to run in circles and shriek at a little presidential trollery. Anyone who's paid attention to this president understands that he uses his belligerent New York sense of humor to tease and annoy anyone he finds to be a puffed-up fake or blowhard, whether it's Kim Jong-un, the Iranian mullahs, or Brian Stelter at CNN. But the press doesn't seem to get the joke. For one thing, it's hard for them to see Trump clearly without removing their heads from the bottom 12 inches of their lower intestines. And for another thing, if they grant that Trump uses humor and insult strategically, they might have to admit that the reason he beat their favored gangster lady of a candidate in the last election, the reason he achieved more that was good for America in his first year in office than the last president ever achieved, and the reason his poll numbers have begun climbing despite their relentless negative coverage, is that he's smarter than they are, which is actually pretty funny in and of itself. On Monday, during his New Year's address, brutal stinky pants fat boy Kim Jong-un of North Korea told his starving people, quote, "The entire mainland of the U.S. is within the range of our nuclear weapons, and the nuclear button is always on the desk of my office. They should accurately be aware that this is not a threat, but a reality." Yesterday, Trump hilariously tweeted back, "North Korean leader Kim Jong-un just stated that the nuclear button is on his desk at all times. Will someone from his depleted and food-starved regime please inform him that I too have a nuclear button, but it is a much bigger and more powerful one than his, and my button works." The result was a rain of hellfire and death that left 2 continents leveled to ruins under a rain of radioactive ash. No, I'm actually joking, so maybe Jake Tapper and Brian Stelter and Anderson Cooper can come out from under their desks now and take their heads out of their asses as well. Trigger warning, I'm Andrew Klavan, and this is The Andrew Klavan Show.